right? Let's talk about receiving gifts. And this is another one that I feel receiving and giving gifts. I feel like this is another one that people are very prideful um, when it comes to this, right? Because they don't want to look like a certain way to their friends or to whoever's on social
Yeah.
media, right?
I feel like more men have that issue because it's like,
Mm.
you spending your money on that girl? What? Man, what? She got you buying her this and buying her that and
Yeah.
whatever it is, like what you paying for her nails or this and that. Obviously, there's levels to like what you do, but gifts to me, this is one of my um, this is like one of my love languages on the higher end,
Hmm.
but it's also one I think because it's like something that I love so much that I do it a
Yeah.
lot. And
She means that both ways. She gives and gets. She likes to get gifts and she really likes to give gifts a
I
lot.
love giving gifts.
Yeah.
So anytime and it's almost like a bad habit because if I'm out at Target
Mm.
or at a store, it's like I'm always wondering like what's in here that I can bring home to Bay. Like
Yeah.
I just like to surprise him with stuff. I might buy him shirts. I might buy him a book. I might buy him something as small as like a plant that I think that he would like in his office or
Face
like
wash. She'll buy me face wash. Here's a scrubber. This is gonna make your face so clean and nice.
yeah, I buy him stuff for like self care. So I'll buy him like a face wash system, or I'll buy him like an exfoliant or some whatever, like just stuff that just shows like, here, babe, this
She
is for
does that.
you. But because I like stuff like that, and it could be the smallest thing. It doesn't have
Hmm.
to be a lot of money. And I do it when I just do it honestly, just spur of the moment. There's no like occasion for it. So I don't like obviously I do give gifts for occasions like holidays and birthdays and stuff, but most of my gifts come from like literally just because.
Yeah. And I think this is important, an important caveat to speak about too. Like when you're gift giving, you got to make sure that this is with your person. Because I see men do this a lot, right? Men go, well, I like her. And we've had a couple conversations on the phone, start gift giving. I made that mistake in the past as a boy, as a young man. And I think men make that mistake a lot. Like, well, I like her and then she likes me. So here's a gift. But some women don't want to receive gifts because they don't want to feel like they're in debt to you or like they owe you something for this gift because men make it feel that way sometimes. Like, I gave you this and you owe me for that, you
Yeah,
know?
especially if it's an expensive gift.
Oh, especially then. Yeah.
Yeah,
You see men like, bro, you've been dating her for like a month. Why'd you give her a diamond necklace? Like, of course she's
I've
not.
seen it all.
Yeah.
Literally, I've experienced
Yeah.
crazy gifts literally on the first date.
And a lot of men do that because they're trying to like hurry up and seal the deal with her and they feel like that'll work. But if it's not coming from a genuine place, like I always look at gift giving as a man from this perspective, right? When I give you this gift, if I can't give it to you and it walk away from me and I never speak to you again, if I give it to you today and you don't speak to me tomorrow, right? It should still feel good that I gave that gift to you. If it doesn't, if you feel like I'm gonna give her this gift and if she doesn't speak to me tomorrow, I'm gonna be pissed, then it's not a genuine gift. Don't do it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Give a
good
gift that's
point.
genuinely from the heart that you don't feel like if I lose or if she doesn't speak to me again or if this doesn't work out that I feel like, man, I should have never did that. I kind of want my gift back. You know what I'm saying? And so I think it's important to make sure that if you're going to be a gift giver, that you have an understanding with the person that you're giving the gift and receiving the gift from. That
Yeah.
we are really together and it's okay. You know, nobody
We
else
are
is,
really together.
yeah, we're really together and this is what we're doing. And it's a much more comfortable transaction. Like, here, baby, here's this. I got it. And they know it's genuine, right, babe?
Yeah, and again, like I said, it doesn't have to be crazy amounts of money, and that goes both for men and women. I know some women are probably like I mean, it depends on the occasion. Don't go to the dollar store for like Valentine's Day, but
Yeah.
but
Thoughtful gifts.
on a regular day, like that's fine. Like I've done it. Like you can go to like a this is like a hack. Go to the dollar store and get like you can get like a basket or something and you just put a bunch of cute little things in there
Yeah.
and it's one big gift like
Yep.
and it probably costs you like $20 but like you put like he said thoughtful gifts in there like well I noticed that his hair is dry I'm gonna grab him this
Yeah.
moisturizer.
Or a person what a person likes. The more you get to know a person, you'll know like, okay, she enjoys she like babe's not a big chocolate person. She likes her white chocolate, the cookies and cream white chocolate, but she's not a big chocolate person. She's more of something else. Like she'll be happier if I got her probiotics,
Yeah.
than chocolate. Like if I get her some little probiotic shots, she'll be like, "Oh man, you got me 4 probiotics. That's awesome, babe. Thank you so much."
Yeah.
Right? And so you got to know your person. So it's like maybe something small, but something that's personal to them feels like something big.
Exactly.
It feels like
Exactly.
so much of a bigger gift.
So I agree with you. I think there's definitely a fine line. Make sure that that person is your person, or if you do want to give a gift, go for it, but be genuine in the way that you give it.
Yeah.
and just be mindful of that. And for women and men, I just think that it's important to not always expect gifts, because when you expect things, then you put yourself up to like be let down if that doesn't happen. Because I've done that. Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday, and I've been in relationships where I'm like, I'm looking for an extravagant Valentine's Day. I want this, and that. And if it doesn't go that way, then I'm upset,
Yeah. Because
So
you went that, you think it's because, is it because you just wanted that, or is it because you felt like you did the most, or is it both, a combination of both?
I think it's a combination of both. It's because I feel like, for one, I always make it known to whoever that I was with that, this is my favorite holiday, so they know. But I would always go all out. And that's because like I said, I'm into gifts and I'm into giving gifts. So I would always go all out, like, and not just for Valentine's Day, but just like, I just love giving gifts. If it's, Father's Day, if it's, any holiday, I like to have something quirky to give to somebody. I do it with the kids too. Like, I make goodie bags and stuff, whatever I got to do. But yeah,
I think I think a hack for a relationship, you're gonna be in a relation. If you're a gift giver, be in a relationship with somebody else that's a gift giver, because it feels really good.
it is.
I'm a gift giver, she's a gift giver, and we'll both surprise each other on random days with random things. Like, here you go, baby. Here's this. I bought you this. I may buy her a card and flowers randomly. She'll do the same. She'll buy me a card and a nice little something randomly, and it's like that's the best feeling in the world when you have somebody that's kind of similar to you in that way, where it's like, okay, there's no way to feel like I'm not getting enough or not giving enough, because you have somebody that's similar to you in that way. So,
And it's not hard to like either, like, if you're interested in somebody, you're gonna know about them.
yeah. And if somebody's not
So
interested in you,
yeah.
then you're gonna know.
Yeah, but you'll know, you should know enough about the person that you're interested in, or that you're pursuing. So, for example, or for this is a real life experience. For those of you that don't know, like, we had our first date in Mexico.
Yeah.
And it was maybe a week before his birthday, and this was our first time like getting together, and and I did not know him obviously personally, because this is our first date, but I did know it was his
No,
birthday.
we knew each other, but we knew each other for a few months, but it wasn't like we hadn't been around each other enough to know each other, like what you like and the things you like to eat, and
Yeah.
we were talking before that, and it was like, let's go out, let's really go out, and that's why it was like, let's go to Mexico. You want to go to Mexico?
Yeah,
And
so I'm like, it's
because
his.
I don't want people to have the expectation that,
Oh
yo,
no.
my first date got to be in Mexico because look what he did to her. No,
No.
we were
Okay,
dating
yeah.
for 4 months, 3, 4
Maybe
months.
I worded that
Yeah,
wrongly or poorly, but no. Okay, so we were obviously,
talking,
dating.
dating for
We
three,
were,
4 months.
yeah, for months on end. But when we did decide to like get together, it was spur of the moment. It was extremely random.
Yeah.
It just happened that his passport had came in at a certain time. We were like, you know what, let's go, let's leave the country. So we went to Mexico, and I say all this to say that it was his birthday month, and that's another reason why he wanted to go. So he was like, and I'm tagging along. So me, in my mind, I'm like, I all I know is that it is his birthday month, and
Yeah.
I'm like honored enough that he wants to bring me along to go on his birthday trip with him. So how, like, I just couldn't see myself not bringing something to the table. I'm that person. Like, I don't
Yeah.
go to, excuse me, I don't go to somebody's house for dinner without bringing like a fruit platter or
Yeah.
like something. I never come in empty-handed. So I was like, I'm not coming in empty-handed. So I definitely went out. I know that he loves Calvin Klein. I know that, you know what I mean? I knew little things about him because of our discussions and our talks. And so I think I went out, I got him like,
She got me 3 shirts, and
oh,
then
he knows.
she got me 3 shirts. She pulled up to the airport. I think we met up. No, we met up the day before, and then we went to the airport the next morning. And she was like, "Before we leave, I have these gifts for you." And
Yes.
she popped the trunk, and she had 3 Calvin Klein shirts for me, and she had
Cologne.
a cologne set.
Yeah,
Where
had
it
a
was
cologne
like
set.
4 or 5 colognes in it that I could choose the different fragrances. And
Yeah.
that was the first time a woman had ever given me a gift for my birthday.
Yeah,
You know?
that was what I was saying that to say, is when he was speaking on like, it feels good to have because he's definitely a gift giver. So when I feel like he met me, he was just always so astonished by me getting him gifts.
Yeah.
And I was like, to me, it was like, it just came so naturally. Like, this is just what I do. Like, because again, if he never talked to me after that, I'm like, well, it was his birthday. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I gave the man a birthday gift. Like, in my mind, I did it genuinely. So,
I never experienced that, so I didn't know. I didn't understand. Now I'm like, women do this, so it was awesome. So yeah, being in a relationship with somebody that gives you gifts and you give them gifts, and it's reciprocal like that, it feels good. You know?
Yeah. So don't be afraid to gift give. And
Yep.
if you're unsure, test the waters with the dollar store.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good point. Test the waters a little bit first.
Test the
You know?
waters. Don't
See what the reaction is.
don't go all in and get her that Chanel bag, and
Oh
you
yeah.
don't go all in and get him that watch, this,
Yeah.
a couple bands. Don't do that. Make sure you know who you're in this relationship with, and make sure that you guys are obviously in a long term before you get long term gifts, because nothing is
Or
worse
just
than
committed.
a committed relationship. But nothing is worse than an Indian giver. So if you give
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
something,
Bro.
if you give that man that watch and it costs whatever,
Mm-hmm.
10 bands, 5 bands, whatever, I don't care how much you spend on it. I don't care if it was $20. If you give it to that man and he leaves you tomorrow, don't be asking for that watch back. For one, it's like, let God handle that. Don't even, you know what I mean? If he did something in the wrong in which you guys had to part ways, but like, don't be an Indian giver. That is the
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah.
So I think that's important.
Or
When-
even in arguments or in disputes, like, well, give me that back now because I bought that for you yesterday and you pissed me off today, so give it to me. You can't do that. You can't do that.
That goes with just giving gifts genuinely. Do not ask for it back. Like, I just think that that's corny. If they give it back, then that's on them,
Yeah.
But that don't ask for it back. That's weird.